According to Sukuri, 1 in 25 WordPress websites gets hacked or infected. In this video, I'll show you how you can protect your WordPress website so you don't suffer the same fate from hackers. And you can do this completely for free. Let's get started. The first thing you need is a super strong password. According to Verizon Data Breach Investigation Report, 81% of hacking related breaches are because of this weak passwords. No tips or tricks can help you if you don't have a secure, strong password for your WordPress website. So that is the first thing that we are going to do. So this is my case study website where I do some testing, I install plugins and stuff. So I'll show you how you can change your password and make it more secure. So go to your WordPress dashboard, go to users, all users. Any user you want to change the password, hit the edit, scroll down, set new password. So this is a super secure password that it will give you suggestion. You can use that. Just hit the update user and it will change the password to this one. Now, if you can't remember this password, I would suggest using something like Bitwarden or LastPass, which is a password manager. It will save the password securely and you can access it anytime you want to log into your WordPress. You need to use secure hosting so that your website doesn't get hacked. So according to Kinsta, 41% of WordPress attacks are caused due to unsecure hosting. So my suggestion is to use something like Cloudways, which will give you good security. There are other options also. I have created a video showing the best WordPress hosting that are secure, so you can check that out. According to Kinsta, 11% of attacks are due to this WordPress theme. So I would recommend using a secure WordPress theme. There are several free themes available, but then these themes might not be created properly, having security vulnerabilities. They might not be updated frequently with security patches. So avoid using such free themes. I would suggest using a theme like Cadence, which is free, but it's maintained and it has security patches and you won't have such issues. I've also created a video showing the best WordPress free themes you can use, which are secure and you won't find these issues in those themes. Now, one of the good things of WordPress is you can have plugins for several different functionalities. You can keep adding plugins. The problem is the plugins can also bring in vulnerabilities. So you need to be really careful what plugins you install on your WordPress website. So before you install any plugin, make sure that it has good security and it is recommended, reviewed by several reviewers. You should check at least it has hundreds, if not thousands of reviews, and it should be frequently updated. You don't want a plugin which is like several months old and it's not been updated. So here's an example of what you should check in a WordPress plugin when you are installing it. It should have several thousands of active installations. It should have good reviews and it should have several thousands of reviews. And it should be frequently updated. So this last updated, you should see that it's often updated in weeks or at least a month, not several months or years. You can do an audit of what plugins you already have installed. If you see such plugins which have become quite old or you're not using them, so remove them as soon as possible. So you can deactivate them and delete them. So 10% of WordPress sites get hacked because of outdated plugins, themes, or WordPress itself. So WordPress has great functionality. You can have themes, plugins. The problem is you need to keep them updated so that they are having the latest security patches. Now you can do this automatically as well with the latest WordPress, so it auto updates. But the problem is the plugins and themes can break your website if you're not careful. So I would suggest to always do it manually and check that your website is working properly after you update any plugin or theme. So in WordPress, you have this enable auto updates option, which will automatically update your theme. But again, the problem is it might cause problems with your website. So always do this manually so that you can check what happens after the update. Now, one of the most important things is to install a backup plugin. Your hosting might already have a backup on the server, but I would still recommend you have another backup which you host on your own, maybe Google Drive or OneDrive. You can do this installing a backup plugin. So it will automatically be scheduled so that every day it takes a backup and uploads to your cloud drive. So my suggestion is to use the free Updraft Plus plugin. It does all this and it does it for free. To install this plugin, go to add new plugin, search for Updraft Plus, install and activate the plugin. Let's look at the settings of Updraft Plus. Go to settings, Updraft Plus. You can immediately create a backup if you want. When you click this backup, now it will immediately create a backup. Go to settings. So file backup schedule, set it to daily and how many backups you can leave it to 2. database backup schedule, set it to daily. Here you can pick any of the cloud drives that you wanted to upload to. I use Google Drive, so I clicked on that. It gives me option to set it up. So I set it up, allowed access to my Google Drive, and it set that up. Once you're done, hit the save changes. Next you'll need is a security plugin. This will protect your website against hackers, bots using firewalls. Also, it will give you password protection security. I'll show you how it does that. The one which I recommend is WordFence for the free option. Let's see how we can install and set it up. So go to plugins, add new plugin, search for WordFence, install and activate it. Now you'll need to register and get a free license. So hit the get your WordFence license, register on the website, and you'll get the license by email. Then you can use it in this install an existing license. Once you have the license key in the email, use it here, add your email and the license key, hit install license. Go to the WordFence dashboard, go to firewall, hit the manage firewall, click to configure. Here you need to download these two and save it somewhere secure. Download the htaccess file and the user.ini file. Hit continue, and that's it. Your WordFence firewall is installed. Now we use a super secure WordPress password, but let us make it more secure. We will use a multi-factor authentication. So you will get a code on your mobile, and that you need to log into WordPress. So you have your secure password, and in addition you also have a token from your mobile, make it more secure. So go to login security. In your mobile, you will need an authenticator app. You can use a Microsoft Authenticator, LastPass Authenticator. It doesn't matter, but you scan this QR code in that Authenticator app, and then you will get a code. So that code then you need to enter here on the right side, and it will get set up for the two-factor authentication. You can download these recovery codes. This is very important. Download it and keep it in a secure location, because if you, for some reason, are unable to use the Authenticator app, you won't be able to log into your WordPress. So then you'll need this manual code to enter into your WordPress dashboard. Every time you need to log into WordPress, you'll need your super secure password. You'll need to enter the code generated in your mobile Authenticator app. So it becomes very secure and protection against hacking. The next thing that you can do is use Cloudflare CDN. Now this is optional, but I would suggest you do it, because you get a boost for your website speed in addition to security for your pages and for your WordPress hosting. So Cloudflare is a CDN, content delivery network. So it will cache your pages on their servers, making your pages accessible faster to readers. In addition, it has several protection features against bots and hackers for your website. To set up Cloudflare, go to cloudflare.com. You will have to create a user there and then log in. Once you log in, you can add a site. Click on add a site. Add your particular domain and continue. So it will take all the DNS records automatically from your website. Now you will have to set it up with your domain service provider. So the name server that Cloudflare will provide, you need to add it into your domain name service provider. In my case, I use Namecheap. So I'll show you, for example, how to do it with Namecheap. So go to Namecheap. In the domain settings, you can see this name servers. Set it to custom DNS, and there you enter the Cloudflare DNS server. You get two of them, so I've already added them. You add this here, save it. So Cloudflare will be used for your website as a DNS. With Cloudflare, you will get the DNS, you will get the CDN, content delivery network, and you'll get all the security that Cloudflare provides, like protection against bots and hackers. The last thing, which is also optional, if you have enabled comments on your website, you are going to get a lot of spam comments once you start getting traffic. So you need to install a spam protection plugin. A free one is Anti-Spam B. So let's look how we can install and set it up. Go to plugins, add new plugin, search for Anti-Spam B. So install and activate it. Let's go to the settings. So it already will protect your WordPress website against spam, mark it as spam. You can also send notification by email if you want about it. Follow this advice and you won't have problem that any hacker is going to hack your WordPress website and you lose your website. You'll find link to all the tools and plugins in the description. Now, securing your WordPress website is really important. I have seen lots of people losing their website because they didn't follow these guidelines that I mentioned. But in addition, a slow website will also turn your users away. I have created a video that shows how you can boost your website speed so it loads under 1 second and you get Google PageSpeed results that are 90+. So check this video where I show you how you can do this for free. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.